Kazakhstan and Russia are strategic partners. There is a well-established active interaction between the countries. The bilateral cooperation yielded high economic indicators. As a result, last year the trade turnover between the states exceeded $17.5 billion. This is a 7.2% increase comparing to 2017. Other indicators are increasing as well. Between 2005 and 2018, the direct investments from Kazakhstan to Russia's economy had amounted to nearly $4 billion. In return, the Russian business had invested almost $13 billion into Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan
has a special role in modern international relations. I would compare it with Austria's role in the 20th century. The country was an ally to both the West and the East. It was the country of intersection, not only of interests, but also of the confidence of the parties. Kazakhstan is the country that has the trust of the UK, Russia and Arab countries. At the current economic stage, Russia and Kazakhstan are the closest partners. The countries cooperate in areas such as the economy, security and the humanitarian development. 12 new enterprises will be opened on the territory of the Special Economic Zone Khorgos Eastern Gate. The Special Economic Zone is one of the major economic projects in Kazakhstan, consisting largely transport and industrial areas. The transport and logistics complex, Dry Port, also operates in the zone. For 3 years, the volume of container handling has increased by 18 times.
12
participants are actively implementing their projects on the territory of the Special Economic Zone. This is a group of companies that work on the projects related to processing, agricultural products and production of canned products such as jam. There is a company that implements 2 projects, the construction of a concrete plant and the construction of a technopark on the reserve areas of the Special Economic Zone. There is another project that has large export potential. The need for feed mills is rising. On the territory of the SEZ, the first feed mill has been commissioned while the second mill is being completed. Once the mills are operating, the mills will process 60,000 tons of grain. The feed mills at the SEZ are semi-mixed, designed for all species and groups of animals. We can say with confidence that we completely cover the needs of the Penfilov district of the Almaty region. We will have nearly 40% of the export potential in order to conduct the cross-border trade with China. In the future, approximately 80 enterprises will operate in the Special Economic Zone. A number of light industry enterprises will also be operational in the area, apart from the Khorgos Eastern Gate processing industries. The enterprises will produce clothes and footwear. In total, 13 projects worth 485 billion will be implemented until 2023. Kazakh government will allocate more than 42 billion tenge for the livestock farming development this year as part of this Sibaga program. The plan will not only support the Kazakh cattle farmers but will also promote Kazakhstan into the top 5 meat exporting leaders. The government is planning to allocate more than 25 billion tenge for the farming loans. In 2018, the program developers changed the lending methods within the program. Farmers can purchase cattle on credit at 4% per annum for 15 years. Previously, the interest rate was at 14%, and the 10% difference is subsidized by the government. Last year, the Sibaga program financed credits worth almost 15 million tenge. The farmers purchased about 55,000 livestock using the fund. These purebred cattle were brought to Kazakhstan from Canada and the United States. The farmers are planning to breed the animals and perform artificial insemination. Currently, there is a demand for dairy and mixed livestock breeds in Kazakhstan. Kazakh breeders cover only half of the country's demand because we don't have enough livestock to fully cover our needs. Agriculture Ministry officials believe that the program will bring genetic improvements in the livestock. The previous program was aimed at the livestock selection and led to the establishment of 150 breeding farms in Kazakhstan.
Принципиально нужно было в этих фермерских хозяйствах.
It was important to increase the number of breeding stock in these farms by means of importing animals from abroad. The number of livestock is not increasing in Kazakhstan because local farmers are selling livestock to each other. As part of the Sibaga program, the Agriculture Ministry is planning to purchase from 10 to 50 animals per farm from abroad to create herds of up to 100 animals in the farms.
Фермерских хозяйств создавались.
Kazakh agrarians are planning to import 65,000 cattle in 2019. To date, local farmers submitted 112 requests to the Agriculture Ministry for the purchase of 43,000 cattle, 60 of which have already been financed. The 10-year Sibaga State program is being conducted in order to increase the number of breeding cattle in Kazakhstan to 8 million. The agro-industrial complex is becoming a driver of the economic growth in Kazakhstan. Due to ongoing systemic reforms, the industry's potential has been increased. Exports of domestic agricultural products have also increased. Kazakhstan's organic vegetables and fruits are in high demand overseas. Potatoes harvested by agrarians from the Turkestan region will be exported to Russia. We export potatoes to 2 Russian cities, specifically Krasnoyarsk and Novosibirsk. We have signed a contract with local entrepreneurs. They want our potatoes. Last year, we exported nearly 800 tons of root vegetables to Russia. Farmer Bakitjan Bekbostinov grows Riveria potatoes, which is considered as early season potatoes. Last year, 20 hectares of land was sown for root vegetables and 70 tons of crop were harvested from one weave. In total, 1,800 tons of potatoes will be harvested this season. The potatoes are grown using Dutch technology without any chemical additives. Exclusively natural fertilizer gives the potatoes a special taste, farmers say. The Russian and Belarusian multifunctional equipment are used in the fields.
Potatoes
ripen quite early. The yield is very high. The potatoes are yellow inside and very sweet. Potatoes do not contain nitrates. We do not use nitrogen, nitrate, and other chemical fertilizers. We have an environmentally friendly product. Diversifying the structure of acreage is one of the industry's priorities. This year, wheat will be planted on 174,000 hectares and cotton will be planted on 121,000 hectares of land in Turkestan region. The amount is less than last year, but it will increase the sowing of potatoes and other types of vegetables. The area for corn has been increased by 2,600 hectares. In total, the corn will be planted on 44,000 hectares. The acreage of oil seeds has been increased by 2,000 hectares. In total, the oil seeds will be grown on 100,000 hectares. To date, 95% of sown fields are plowed and processed. 475,000 hectares out of 510,000 hectares of land allocated for summer crops have been plowed. Today, 15,000 tractors are 95% ready. 1,500 units of track tractors are 93% ready. The total area of fields to be sown in Turkestan region is 823,000 hectares. 300,000 of the lands have already been used for sowing. 60% of Central Asia water reserves are available in Tajikistan. There are 11 hydroelectric power stations in the country. Nearly half of the country's electricity is generated at the Nurek hydroelectric station, which was launched in 1972. The station's current capacity is 3,000 megawatts. The annual power generation is estimated at 11.2 billion kilowatt per hour. The volume of the reservoir amounts to 10.5 billion cubic meters. The Nurek hydroelectric station is the largest and unique hydropower facility in the world. It is also the highest dam globally at 300 meters high. Currently, the hydroelectric power station is undergoing capacity expansion and modernization of equipment. The process is planned to be completed in 10 years. According to experts, the expansion and modernization will ensure Tajikistan as the largest electricity supplier to other Central Asian countries.
Оборудование основного и вспомогательного НУРЭК работает свыше 40 лет.
The main and auxiliary equipment of the Nurek hydroelectric station have been operating for over 40 years. This year, the modernization of the equipment will begin. The station's capacity will increase by 12% at a production of 3,300 megawatts after the modernization.
Станется на 3300 мегаватт.
Central Asian theatre companies will demonstrate their skills at the International World of Abish Festival in Aktau. Artists from Iran, Russia and Turkey are also planning to participate in the cultural event, which will be held in September. The festival will take place as part of 80th birth anniversary celebration of famous Kazakh poet Abish Kekilbayev. All of the theatre performances will be based on works by the Kazakh writer. For instance, Janturin Music and Drama Theatre is set to present 2 premieres at the festival, one of which is based on popular novella titled Kui. The theatre's play, Shani Rao, was the winner of multiple theatre awards.
Festival bizim sentyabr'dың 12-сі менен 16-сының аралығында өтеді. Қазір жан-жақтан.
The festival will be held from 12th to 16th September with the support of the Ministry of Culture. Currently, we are sending invitations to foreign theatres. Many people know Abish Kekilbayev's poem Ablai Khan. He also translated Shakespeare's works. The festival visitors will have the opportunity to watch various performances. Our theatre staged 3 performances based on Abish Kekilbayev's works.
Бірнеше шығармасын аударған. Сол аудармаларын ойнайтын ұжымдар келеді.
The best works of Kazakhstan's Golden Fund, which includes classics of national cinema and modern films, are available 24/7 on Yelarna channel. In 2 years, Kazakhstan's first movie channel has become part of the lives of Kazakhs. Hundreds of films of different genres, such as historical movies, documentaries, and feature films, as well as thematic TV programs, are available. There are also films from other Central Asian countries and Turkic nations that are shown on the channel.
Плюс к этому мы также успели еще сделать неделю латвийского кино.
Moreover, we managed to organize a week of Latvian cinema. This means that we are eager to cooperate. We also plan to continue this tradition. We will organize the week of classic films of world cinema. This means that there will be films nominated for Oscars or films that have been awarded the Palme d'Or in Cannes or the Golden Bear at the Berlin Festival. There will be classical films.
Или Берлинского медведя, фильмы, которые считаются уже классикой.
There is great news for connoisseurs of performing arts. This year, Yelarna starts broadcasting TV programs about theatrical performances and life on the stage.
То есть это спектакли не только казахских театров, но и русских.
Not only Kazakh theatrical performances, but also Russian, German, Uyghur, and Korean theaters will be shown. Moreover, during the weekends, we plan to film and broadcast the puppet shows, specially designed for children.
Спектакли кукольных театров, то есть для детей.
Every year, Yelarna channel pays special attention to the support of young filmmakers. In honor of its birthday, the channel announces a competition for the best screenplay for a short film on gaming. The film will be shot based on this screenplay, which will be timed to the capital day. Kazakh culture is gaining wider attention as more foreigners become interested in Kazakh traditional food. Kumis, which is known to cure many diseases and contains multiple healthy elements, had garnered interest worldwide. A second-year master's student of Nazarbayev University from Mexico, Sandra Real, is conducting a research on the mare's milk and its health benefits. I had the opportunity to visit different markets in the Kazakh capital and Almaty, and I asked the salespeople and consumers about kumis. I wanted to know why they enjoyed kumis and what makes this drink very special. I also asked which types of kumis they preferred. Then, I tried the taste of the drink and became curious about its ingredients and health benefits. Sandra did not have the opportunity to study the mare's milk in Mexico. She decided to conduct a research on kumis after her arrival in Kazakhstan. According to Sandra, cactus juice and corn-based food products are very popular in Mexico. The exotic drinks are part of the country's traditional cuisine.
Молочные продукты, да, конечно, мы
Mexicans drink dairy beverages as well. However, you can only find milk and cheese products in our shops because dairy drinks have never been produced in Mexico and Latin America in the past, or they were produced but forgotten. The Mexican student wants her relatives and friends to try kumis. Currently, the researcher Sandra Riel is also learning Kazakh language in addition to conducting studies on kumis. Kazakh choreographers are preserving Kazakh dancing traditions. Famous Kazakh choreographer Shara Jienkulova follower is reviving the folk dance art. According to Perizat Omarbekova, who dedicated 20 years to choreography, the Kazakh dance is unique due to its movements and presentation.
Шара апамыздың заманнан келе жатқан элементтер алма мойын деген екі қолымызда былай.
We know many dance moves which were created by Shara Jienkulova. The outstanding Kazakh choreographer took inspiration from nature to invent new moves. For example, there is a movement when a dancer demonstrates her neck and earrings. There is another movement mimicking spring water. Some dancers call it two intertwined snakes.
Қимылдар жаңағы текемет басу.
Perizat carefully studied the Kazakh dancing queens' every move by watching films when she was a young girl. Shara Jienkulova expressed various feelings, experiences and natural phenomena with the movement of her hands and fingertips.
Shara
Jienkulova was a unique dancer because she was capable of expressing all natural expressions by means of her body movements, although she didn't have professional choreographic education. That is what makes her special. Perizat Omarbekova considers herself as a strict follower of Shara Jienkulova's dancing style and techniques. Staging of the dance, Ayjan Kız, is a bright example.
Шара апамыз салып кеткен дара жолы.
We need to preserve and share the elements of the classic Kazakh dance created by Shara Jienkulova to future generations. I want our dance moves to be unchanged and become popular in the world so that the Kazakh dance is not confused with folk dances of other people. Therefore, my task is to preserve our authentic Kazakh dance, which originated in ancient times.
Сондай бір сөзін айтқанда алтындай қалпын сақтауымыз керек біз деп ойлаймын.
According to Perizat Omarbekova, Shara Jienkulova turned traditional choreographic elements into the assets of the Kazakh national culture. In memory of the dancing queen, the choreographer staged the dance titled Nas, which is dedicated to spring, love, and celebration. Comedy theatre in the Kazakh capital staged a play by French playwright Marc Camoletti titled Don't Dress for Dinner. The famous play is based on a family conflict which exposes human faults such as marital treachery, infidelity, and hypocrisy. The spectators enjoyed the show, laughing at the ridiculous situations that were experienced by the main characters of the comedy. The brilliant French play is staged in the Kazakh language for the first time.
Комедия өте қиын жанр, өйткені күлдіре отырып астарын.
Comedy is a very difficult genre because it is not that easy to make people laugh. It is much easier to move people to tears because of the Kazakh people's mentality, as we are very sentimental and vulnerable.
Мұң, қайғы, ал енді күлдіру шынымен де қиын.
The theatre company is offering 3 plays, including works by French and English playwrights. The theatre management is also planning to stage works by Kazakh authors such as Mukagali Mukatayev and Beyimbet Maylin. According to the theatre's director, Sailao Kamiev, 70% of performances will be comedies and 30% classical plays.
Біздің театр үшін жазылған әзірге драматургия жоқ.
At the moment, we don't have plays written particularly for our theatre, but we are planning to conduct a contest among young Kazakh playwrights, and we will stage the best plays by the contest winners in our theatre.
Пьесаларды осы жерде сахналаймыз.
According to the theatre management, the comedy theatre will stage the most popular and outstanding plays by young and promising authors, as well as the most prominent classical works.